Video is to walk you through how you can use Undebt.it to help you with your debt payoff. So once you've signed up for your account using the link provided below or in the blog post, you will sign in and this will be the dashboard that you come to. Now, I've just put some arbitrary numbers in here for the sake of showing you guys how this platform actually works. So this is your dashboard. You'll see your current debts that you have, the balances, and all the information that you will put into the information about that debt, any transactions that you have, and some debt payoff management tools down below. You'll also see some information about your active debts and the number of the actual amount that you have budgeted to pay off, minimum payments, snowball amount, payments made, and overall progress, which I think is pretty cool. So we're going to click on your accounts list, and that's going to bring you to pretty much all of your active debts that you have. In order to create a new account debt that you have, you would just click here. And then you can fill out the information. So I'm going to put a fake one here. I'm going to say that it is a student loan. Current balances, let's go with what mine actually was at one point, which was about $33,000. Minimum payment, let's say it was $360. I think that was the amount. And I want to say maybe it was a 6% interest rate. I'm going to say my next due date is going to be March. The same day in March. I'm not going to fill out all this information because I don't think that is completely necessary, but you can put in all the information that you want to, hit save, and that's going to create a new debt for you here. And it's going to have all the information that you've entered. Now, one cool thing about this application is that you can actually click here and it'll take you to YouTube tutorials that were created by the actual platform. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that's pretty cool is you can print out all this information. You can export it to Excel, to my Excel nerds out there. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. That's really cool. So this is a list of all of your debts, and you can see based on how many payments that you've already made toward it, how much, what percentage is paid off. So that's a huge, huge, huge thing that is useful when you're actually paying off debt. So again, you can click on your debt accounts and you can see little short tabs that you can click on here to take a look at it. I'm going to actually click on my debt too because I've done a little bit more playing around with this. So I have this information that's going to be transferred over from when you create your account. It has the balance. I put in my highest balance that existed. Now this one actually probably did a calculation because I made a fake payment that I'll show you guys later. But it shows what the highest balance or the original balance is, the balance that's left over, my monthly payment, interest rate, and it actually calculates the monthly interest based off of your interest rate. So that's important. Here's some additional stuff that I haven't played around with, but promotional interest rates, deferred interest, all that stuff. And then you could add different transactions. So say you made a payment on your account. You can say, I'm going to make a payment today, and I'm going to make a payment that is about $50. So I'm going to save that transaction, and it's going to update what my current balance is, which I also think is pretty cool. So that's your debt. And again, the same thing here for my second debt that I just created. Now, another cool thing is you can look at history, and then you can actually look at the amortization table. But as you notice, some of this stuff is only available with the premium account. And I do not have the premium account. I don't necessarily think the premium account is necessary to do the basic stuff, but there are some cool features that will require the premium account. All right, so let's click on additional payments, and this is where that extra payment went. And this is a debt snowflake. So if you're following the debt snowball method, this is a snowflake where you make some payments that weren't necessarily planned. And so that payment that I just made today was $50. It counted as a debt snowflake that went toward my debt. And you can come here and add any other payments that you've made outside of what has been budgeted. So I think that's also pretty cool that it can track that. And then you can see your payment history here as well. So on that debt too, I made a fake payment of $450, and then I made another payment of $50. So it keeps track of all of your transactions that you made, your payments toward your debts. And again, same thing here. You can check out YouTube tutorials, and you can also download the information. Now, this is the very cool part. You can actually do your debt snowball table. So it shows you exactly how much you need to pay toward each debt each month to be able to pay off your debt. And so it has both of my debts here listed, and it tells me for my debt 2, I need to pay $640, and for my debt, my test 2 debt that I just created, I need to pay $360. And so it calculates how much interest, your total balance, and then it actually gives you the date in which this debt will be paid off and when you start applying the extra money that you have towards the second debt. So it's really pretty cool because you can actually see exactly when your debt will be paid off. Again, you can actually use this feature without having an account. They do have the debt snowball calculator, payoff calculator on their website. And if you are watching this in my blog post, I have a link to that where you can actually calculate how long it'll take you to pay off your debt. Now, the cool thing here is, again, you can download this into an Excel sheet, but you can also change your debt payoff method. I talk about the debt snowball method, but you can come in here and do the debt avalanche, which it sorts it by the highest interest rate, and it will tell you exactly when your debt will be paid off. Now, you can see here that it takes a little bit longer compared to the other method, but the cool thing is they have a feature where you can actually compare those methods. So you can see which one is the best method for you. And this one's red because this is the one that I have selected right now. And it's actually one of the ones that the total amount paid will be a bit cheaper. But you can compare which plan works best for you based on when you want to be able to pay off your debt, how much total debt you'll actually pay off. So this is pretty cool because although I go by the debt snowball method, someone watching this may not want to use debt snowball. They may want to use debt avalanche or some hybrid method, and it tells you exactly how much debt you pay off, how much you'll actually pay in total interest for that particular method, and when you'll be able to pay off that debt. So that's pretty cool. Now, there are some other features that you may see here to the side that are only available on the premium version. So I won't be able to show you guys that, but this alone, I think, is pretty cool by itself. Being able to calculate when your debt's going to be paid off, which method is best for you, and to also track any payments that you have. So that's very, very, very cool to see your progress towards paying off your debt. And to just have a centralized location to do all this stuff for you. And if you want to do any other additional things with the tool, or as far as the data, you can download it to your Excel sheet and do so much more. So I think this is pretty cool. And I believe I can actually click on my progress. Now, this isn't a premium feature, but the debt restructuring and the custom payoff is. So this, I think, is one of the most valuable parts of this tool. You can watch your progress towards your debt, which is so important, but then you can see this percentage, how long it'll be until you pay off all your debt, how much you've paid in monthly interest. Like, it's so useful, and it's one of the tools that I wish I had when I was paying off debt. And in fact, it is one of the tools that I will help use to pay off our mortgage. So if you haven't tried out Undebt.it yet, definitely check it out. It's a cool free tool that you can sign up for. If you want more features like being able to sync it with YNAB, which is You Need a Budget, which is another app, or to see your debt payoff snapshots, which is really cool. So if you're tracking your debt payoff journey on Instagram, it allows you to actually create little Instagram posts that show how much debt you paid off. So that's really cool as well. You can look at your projections and stats, and you can actually look at credit utilization as well if that's something that you're interested in. So there are a lot of cool features that are available in this app or this platform. The premium account currently is, I want to say, $12 a year, which is really $1 a month. It's not bad at all if you want to get access to all the additional features. Again, even with a free account, I think you can do a whole lot to track how much your debt is paid off. So I'm going to just head back to my dashboard and remind you guys that there are tutorials by the platform available on YouTube within the app. So if you have specific questions on how to do certain things, you can definitely check out their YouTube videos as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in another video.